Fundamentally, humans are born with a really tricky brain, and we tend to have what's called a negativity bias, which means we really learn hard and fast from something that's negative, more so than something that's positive. And I think every day we need to try and find that balance, because we're born with the negativity bias, and we need to, like I said, every day find something that brings us more back into that balance. And I can't think of a better thing to do other than yoga. So hi, I'm Rachel and I teach slow flow yoga.
Rachael is truly an incredible yoga teacher. When she speaks, these words of wisdom drop everywhere, and I try and catch what I can. She has an interesting background. A few years ago, she was an investment banker, working in an office in Sydney City with beautiful views. Free lunches were served to them every day. Yes, every single day. And they even celebrated Pirate Day in the office. But that wasn't her thing. One day she attended a yoga class somewhere, and she was blown away with how that made her feel. That was a turning point for her, and she hasn't looked back since then. Let's hear it from Rachael.
So I'm one of 4 girls, and I'm number 3. And I think when I was little, I felt very misunderstood. And that definitely continued into my adult life, not to a point that it was pervasive and all-encompassing, but it certainly was there. And I think also when I was small, I had a lot of anxiety. I often felt very unsafe. And so when I, became an adult, I was searching for something that made me feel safe, because I couldn't find that inside myself. I was searching, but I just couldn't find it. And so I'd always look to other people to make myself feel safe. As you do when you're a child, that's a natural thing to do. But as we get into adulthood, we need to make ourselves feel safe. And I think that's part of becoming an adult as well. And looking back on it, after I started doing yoga for about a year, I started to feel very safe. And I think it's because I was placing my body and my mind in a place where I could relax. And the more I did that, the more it felt normal. So when I found myself in a difficult situation, it was easier for me to take my body back to that place of feeling safe and calm, because I had practiced it so much. In the beginning, it was more about the poses and the stretching. And then as you get into it, it becomes more about a way of being, a way of life. So it becomes less about doing something and more about who you are. Because I came from this corporate environment where you had to dress a certain way and you had to speak the corporate lingo, and you had to be a certain person, and there wasn't any room for self-expression. And yoga just seemed to be this complete opposite environment. And I thought, goodness, this is amazing. Like, I thought I had to be this certain way in my job, achieve all my goals, speak in a certain way, and then I'd go to yoga and I'd be myself. we do slow flow and a gentle kind of practice, because that's what the nervous system is looking for. That's what the nervous system really likes. It likes slow movements. It likes a slow breath. And when you combine the two, the nervous system is in heaven, basically. And when your nervous system is in heaven, that's when you are in this place of calm, and you feel grounded. You have this subtle, quiet confidence that it's okay to go out in the world and be myself. And it's just really important to take the nervous system into that place as often as humanly possible. I just know how different my day is when I do yoga as opposed to not doing yoga. So there has to be some fundamental change in my brain, in my body, in my psyche, in my muscles, in the energetics of my body. There has to be some change. And that's what I truly believe in. And that's, I think, a lot of my main motivation to teach it is because I experienced the change, and it just used to change my entire day. And if I can give that to somebody else, I'm not going to pretend that I'm going to change your whole life, but I can at least help you change your day.